Look at cryptocurrency this morning as we observe equities rising. Bitcoin is around 62,000, and you can see Ethereum and Litecoin are all up. The CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, is joining me exclusively right now. Brad, it's great to see you again, and I appreciate you coming. Let's first talk about where we are in the market, as cryptocurrency has increased significantly in the last few weeks alone. It has increased and then slightly decreased over the past weekend, but if you go back over the previous 6 months, I believe Bitcoin has increased by about 250%. I believe that tailwinds will persist, in part due to the ETFs that have been approved, which you and I discussed in Davos, but also the soon-to-be halving, which is fantastic. Yes, that's a terrific point. The introduction of ETFs, in my opinion, really opened up the market to a wider range of potential users, and those who wanted to participate in it purchased an ETF to do so. However, you recently made the bold prediction that the cryptocurrency market will double in size to $5 trillion by the end of 2024. Given that this market is driven by supply and demand, I don't think it's that big of a prediction, especially given that it's only the end of this year. There are many reasons why this is the case, but one of the most significant is that demand for Bitcoin is rising, and ETFs are a major factor in that. In addition, I believe that more people are realizing the role that cryptocurrency plays as an asset. The market is worth $2.50 trillion, though it may not seem like that right now. If anything, I believe that I underestimated this because I feel like Washington is still trying to understand this market, and the people who are writing the legislation or potential legislation here to put barriers and around this market understand the strength and growth story here. But do you think that putting regulations and barriers in place will help this market? There is no doubt that one of the obstacles holding back this market is the largest economy in the world, the United States, which has proven to be one of the most problematic for the cryptocurrency market. Innovation, capital, and entrepreneurs have flowed into markets that have actually helped this market, like Dubai, Singapore, even the UK, and the EU, which have passed legislative progress. Meanwhile, the US has really lagged behind, with this administration taking a stance that is, in my opinion, quite anti-crypto. It's not clear to me that politicians understand cryptocurrency, but I believe that there are some who do. Elizabeth Warren, for example, has stated that the only people using cryptocurrency are bad actors. This is simply untrue, and the US should have a pro-innovation, pro-compliance policy that promotes the creation of high-paying jobs and the growth of the economy. You see people making arguments against cryptocurrency that don't even make sense. This shouldn't even be a partisan issue. Our financial system, the goal here is to spearhead the upcoming innovation wave. I was in Silicon Valley during the internet boom, and I believe that the blockchain and cryptocurrency space are here to stay. However, the US government needs to accept this and establish clear regulations around them so that all participants can play and grow. I'm glad you mentioned other countries, as that presents an opportunity for you as well, obviously, as Ripple. Since you recently announced that Ripple will be launching a US dollar-backed stablecoin later this year, you say the bridges the divide between cryptocurrency and traditional finance, explaining how and why it will work and providing an account of Ripple's growth. Where will your company's growth originate in the next 3 years? Therefore, to begin that final section, Ripple, approximately 95% of our clients are non-US financial institutions. We provide payment solutions, custodial solutions centered around blockchain technology, and cryptocurrency. We plan to continue growing even though the US market, as we previously discussed, has been slow to adopt regulations. The non-US market has been extremely robust for us, and even more so. You will be the infrastructure surrounding all of that goal, and we believe there is a huge opportunity there. We also believe that it will be great for Ripple and XRP, 2 digital assets we use. All in all, I'm very optimistic about that. I just believe the US needs to figure it out, and that the stablecoin. Ripple's whole focus has been on how to connect the traditional financial sector with the modern world. We started out with payments and now sell stablecoins to banks. The demand for stablecoins has outpaced initial estimates, and they currently represent a $150 billion asset class. I think that's a positive step toward hey, finally, we might get some forward momentum there, but I think that market is going to grow a lot. I think an US-based player who is compliance first, has a great role to play. It's a great story to tell. Brad, thank you so much for being here. It's good to see. Some forecast it to be over $2-3 trillion in a few years. The players in that space, particularly one called Tether, is a non-US based entity, and the US, frankly, is kind of going after that, because they want this to be regulated. It's fantastic to meet you. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to get more XRP update and like this video.